Michelle Krug.
Hi, Michelle. Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. I wanted to just speak about the feeding in Wells Park. I've been one of the people that has been out there, and I understand that you lifted the ban today, but I just would like you to have conversation about some more ways that actually would have a much greater, wider, longer term effect. Obviously, permanent housing is the answer, but in the interim, really basic things, as the gentleman before me did just say about the portable shower, that's a great idea. But even minor things like hand washing stations would make all that difference. Because even if the ban is lifted at this point, the fact is that homeless people need a place to go to the restroom. They need a place to wash their hands. And these kind of what seem minor accommodations make a world of difference for someone who's trying just to survive. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York in the projects, and you know, we watched out for each other. And I understand that there's other forces at work now in this day and age, but man, that should be the core for us of watching out for other human beings. So I ask you to just please keep on considering this and looking for ways of helping to mitigate the struggle on a daily basis that so many of our sisters and brothers are facing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shane Parmely.
Hello, welcome.
Hello. So I hope that the mayor and the city council don't hurt their hands by trying to pat themselves on the backs too hard for lifting an unconstitutional, discriminatory, and scientifically unjustifiable ban on sharing food with homeless people. The reality is that this ban on food sharing is the latest in a series of ordinances that criminalize homeless residents of El Cajon. It is still illegal for a homeless person to lay down and try to sleep. Where my curiosity is also piqued every time I hear the talk about the faith-based places to go. That's great. Where are the homeless residents who are gay? Where are they supposed to go? Homelessness affects the LGBTQIA population at a much higher rate than everyone else because they get kicked out by their families and they can't turn to a lot of the organizations that currently exist. I'm also curious about where the high needs. There have been people, we had somebody in our organization try to place her brother in the transitional living facility out here, and they were turned away because they were deemed too high needs. So where are they supposed to go? I want to know if the anti-panhandling ordinance is going to be enforced once Girl Scouts go walking around El Cajon trying to sell Girl Scout cookies. Is it going to be legal for Girl Scouts to ask for donations to buy boxes of cookies for our active military personnel, while homeless veterans can be arrested for asking for spare change? The city of El Cajon needs to stop funneling the homeless residents into the prison system by writing them citations they can't pay. If a person has been written a citation for panhandling and they don't pay it, will they be arrested and taken to jail? Wouldn't it be a better use of our tax dollars to find housing for people instead of funneling them into prison? That's very expensive. I'd like to know what happened to all the tents and the sleeping bags that were confiscated by police when they swept the park in the middle of the night to enforce the anti-camping ban. We have a lot of people who donate supplies to benefit homeless people so that they can be warm enough through the night, and I don't think they realize that the police are taking them and throwing out their donations. That's a countywide issue. That's not specific to El Cajon. A lot of the issues that El Cajon is facing is relevant for the whole county. Break the Ban is happy to hear that the ban on sharing food with homeless people has been lifted, and now we'll be looking to address your unconstitutional ban on panhandling and your ban on camping in public property and ban on sleeping in vehicles that criminalizes the homeless residents of El Cajon. So we'll see you soon.
You know, I just want to clear the record. There is no ordinance against panhandling.
Okay, so you don't have signs posted around
We
the
have
city of
signs.
El Cajon?
We have signs asking people not to do it. We ask them. That's a voluntary thing.
So what happens to a homeless person if they stand in front of that sign and panhandle?
Nothing.
Nothing. So then why did you waste tax dollars?
We think it's a bad idea, and I'll tell you why. If I give you $5, how many meals can you buy? Maybe one. If I give the East County Transitional Living Center, they can buy a meal for 17 cents. So they can buy about 30 meals for that $5.
So the El Cajon Transitional Living Center can feed every single homeless person in El Cajon?
You know, if I could ask you a favor,
that's the fact that you cited to support why you shouldn't be able to give somebody $5. It is legal to give people money.
I just wanted to tell everybody that we don't have an ordinance that stops people from panhandling. We're not stealing people's things. The police, every time they take something from a homeless person, if they had to arrest somebody, they would have to take that item.
Can you be arrested for sleeping in the
park?
park?
Log it, and then store it and give it back to that person when they were done.
If you're sleeping in the park because you're homeless, can you be arrested for camping on public land?
I don't know the answer.
Can you be cited? Can you be written a ticket?
I think
If you had money, you wouldn't be sleeping there.
There's a lot of disinformation that's coming out from your side. And
I'm glad we can clarify
and
it.
I wanted to clarify it, and that's all. I just wanted to give my side of the story.
So you can be ticketed and arrested for sleeping on public land. That is a citation. It's a misdemeanor. If you're sleeping in your car because you lost your housing because of unaffordable housing, and you're sleeping in your car, can your car be impounded?
Okay, I'm not gonna get into a clinic on this, but I will ask.
It's a yes or no question. These are your laws.
Will you let me do my thing here? Okay. We're not going to get into an argument about this, but I am going to ask my city manager the answer to those two questions. I don't know the answer. Can you get arrested for sleeping on the streets, and can you get arrested for sleeping in your car?
Citations for for sleeping in public, yes.
So it's illegal to be homeless in El Cajon.
And what about the car?
How many cars have been impounded, or how many recreational vehicles that people live in have been impounded in El Cajon?
I don't think that's an issue.
It is for the people who lost their place to sleep.
All right. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it.
See you soon.
Okay.
Two more cards, and it's Brenda Arnold.
Hi.
Hello, council members. Hello, Mayor. Mr. Kalasha, you probably know my name. I asked you a couple of questions online on your press releases and your post about fake news, but you deleted those comments. And then yesterday you blocked me, because we're in high school. And I would like to thank the Republicans here that actually paid attention to our comments versus Mr. Kalasha that pretends to be a Democrat like myself, not paying attention. I would like to pledge my support to the Republicans here. I know one of the members from Breaking the Bag did that himself. I will campaign for you guys. I will phone bank. I will do whatever possible to get you guys elected again if you do the right thing for your citizens of El Cajon. Unfortunately, you have to work with Mr. Kalasho. Unfortunately, a bad name for Democrats. Nice smile, Mr. Kalasho. I love your pictures online. Great. Mr. Wells, you are up for election again. Do the right thing. This is your citizens right here. I don't even live in El Cajon, but I'll continue to fight for your citizens. Continue to feed them, continue to clothe them, continue to do everything possible for them to do and, live healthy lives, find jobs, get healthy. Go out there, speak to them. There was a mother, domestic violence with her kids, living in her car. She can't go to these places because that man will find her. She's scared. Come on. There's veterans out there. Mental health issues. Fix that problem. Don't criminalize it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Last speaker, Stephanie Harper.